Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. So we're doing this from the September the 2nd to September the 8th of September. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had a wonderful week and been having a bit of fun and hopefully enjoying some of that beautiful warm weather that's coming in. I was able to have a quick dip down the beach just before first swim for the upcoming warmer weather. Absolutely fabulous. If you're able to do that, highly recommend it. Okay, so how I work is I call in my guides or those in spirit who love me, ask them to come close to give you what you need for the upcoming week, any tips, techniques, exercises that may come along with that as well. Just give me a sec, I'll just tune in, seal off, call my guides in, and we'll get straight into our work together. How do you flow? Sorry, I was trying to find the correct terminology. How do you conduct yourself when transition is going on? When there is a change, a lot of the time what happens is we go into a fight or flight sort of scenario where our adrenals go up, we go into I think it's a sympathetic nervous response where we sort of tense up a little bit. We sort of look around for danger or see what's up. The other way is to allow yourself to use this stimulation or this knowing that changes around you, that there is some kind of transition occurring, and to, instead of looking outwards around the change, to actually allow your energy to come in more inward, and not to be inward focused as such, but to have more of an alignment, more of a grounding, more of a centering within yourself. And through that, then you'll have a clearer vision of what's around you. A lot of people, or it's more commonly done, is all of a sudden transition happens, we go, shit, what's going on, what do we do, how do we do it? When you're doing that, you're coming from very much a mental sort of space, and you're coming from that sort of highly adrenalized space. And when you do that, you're basically, on a biological level, you're looking for danger. Is there danger around? How do I keep myself safe? What's going on? A lot of the time when there is change, it's not that there's any danger, it's just that we're going from one way of not knowing, into a way which is going to be different. Slightly different, totally different, everything in between. But when we go through that, into that stage of going, something's different, when you can start to train yourself and you can start to recognize actually what's going on and bring your attention into more of a grounded, centered approach within yourself, and then to be able to look around you from that space, it'll make things easier, clearer, simpler, much easier for you to identify what you need to do, what's going on, if you need to do anything at all. And also, what actually is happening in reality, instead of coming at it from that tense, stressed, adrenalized state. And when you're coming from that perspective, you're not really able to see it clearly as it actually is at the moment. And they're also saying that when this happens, you bring in quite a lot of filters or conditioning of things from the past, of when you have been in that state before. So it can actually bring in extra anxiety, stress, grief, all different kinds of things, anger, anguish, you name it. So when this is occurring, or when you feel like there's change occurring in your life, this is one of the times when it's really important for you to be able to center yourself a little bit more. Just do a little bit more of a grounding exercise on a daily basis, or to do the white light breathing, as I've spoken about so many times on this channel, where you're asking your guides or as in spirit who love you to come close. Then you're breathing in a beautiful white light energy through your crown, also around your body. So breathing that in, breathing it in into your torso, just sitting there just for a second, and then breathing it down through your legs, down through your feet, out your feet, and then down into the ground a few meters. So just nice gentle breathing in, pausing for a second, breathing out, pausing for a second, breathing in, pausing, breathing out, pausing. And what that pause does is it helps you to assimilate what's going on, and helps you to stay mindful and to be in more of a centered, aligned position within yourself, and helps you to stay clearer and more grounded. So try this out because there is a lot of transition going on at the moment. There's a lot of change in a lot of different ways. And personally, there's been quite a lot of change, and they're saying sort of from now until the end of the year, it's not that it's going to be rocky or anything like that, but there is going to be more movement of things within ourselves. If there's something that you've been wanting to change and it's sort of just below the surface or it's near the surface, it's going to start coming out between now and sort of December or January next year. So having a practice in which you can create more of alignment, more of a grounded, centered approach within yourself is really good, and is really going to help with this sort of transition. And when I say about this white light breathing, you know, doing 10 to 15 breaths and then getting on with your day, doing that maybe twice a day, 3 times a day if you need it, or a bit of grounding, and that might take you 30 seconds each time. So is your sanity, your mental health, and your emotional well-being worth 3 lots of 30 seconds a day? Just ask yourself that. And if that's yes, try this practice out. Doing it on a consistent basis is actually really going to make a big difference. When you just do it every now and then, it will help. But when you do it more regularly, it will have more long-term results, and will actually start to reset your sympathetic nervous system, your adrenal responses, your neuro-emotional conditioning around when transition takes place as well. So yeah, try this out. I love to get a bit of feedback on this, and it's something that too you kind of just need a reminder of every now and then. I know I get reminders from my guides, and also from beautiful people around me that help me to do this at times. So don't be afraid to put an alarm on your phone, or put it into your diary, or whatever's going to work for you. Okay, so getting on with the weekly reading. Okay, so Monday. Talking about where are you, actually. So for Monday, are you in your body? Are you conducting yourself in a way that you want to? Are you being a bit clearer and honest about how you're feeling or what's going on around you? And the reason why they're talking about this is because, all right, this whole week is going to be around transition and around being able to sort of recognize some of the aspects or the attributes of transition, and how you can help yourself flow with that. So Monday, it is really about being more clear and more mindful within you, because I can feel too on it's more of a romantic relationship sense, and a bit around work as well, people pulling at your energy. And it's, when your energy's being pulled and you're being taken out of your groove, it's a bit hard to conduct yourself to make really good, clear decisions which are going to really benefit you in the future. So check in, where am I? And if there is a decision to be made, actually bring yourself back into your body, doing a little bit of grounding, a little bit of white light breathing, and then allowing that allowing that question to simmer if you need to before you actually answer that. So it might be, I'll get back to you later today, I'll get back to you tomorrow, I'll get back to you very soon, or give me 5 minutes and then I'll come back to you. So Tuesday is actually about that pulling and people pulling on your energy. I can feel it quite strongly around work as well. I did mention work before, so really good if you can seal yourself off as well. Tuesday especially, if you can do a bit of sealing, check out my protection and cleansing video on YouTube on the how-to techniques on my page. But yeah, seal yourself off for Tuesday. It's not that you'll be getting psychic attack or anything like that, but it's just that being more sealed will help you to be more clear, more centered, and more focused about what's actually going on, and stop that sort of, anyone pulling on your energy. You may notice it, and then when you notice it, you go, okay, cool, what do I want to do about this? What is my best choice? That sort of thing. So getting on to Wednesday. So Wednesday too, it's about your heart, but it's about not being pulled out of your groove. And, I keep hearing, when people say things like, you made me do this, or you made me feel this, it's like, well, actually they didn't. You felt like this, or you did do this. And when you're saying, you made me do this, you're not actually working from your heart. And you can actually work from your heart and be in your heart space and also say, this is not okay. I do not like what happened here. This is not cool. I'm not going to let it happen again. Because when you're operating from that space of creating boundaries and being in that centered place within your heart, when you're doing the best thing for yourself and you're communicating to people about what is okay, what is not okay, the lines of respect and boundaries and love, that is actually loving them as well, because maybe they don't know what they're actually doing. And so you doing that from a gentle but clear place within you, within your heart, can actually give them the information that they need, and so they can create better choices for themselves for the future, which is getting on to Thursday. So Thursday is about communication, but it's about communicating from a space in which is more embodied within yourself. And again, if you are feeling a little bit wonky, a little bit sort of not sure, confused, a little bit overstimulated, actually breathing into your heart, breathing through your body, breathing into your torso, doing that white light breathing will help you to get more into your body, and then you'll be able to communicate from more of a clearer and balanced place within yourself. So when you're in your head and you're operating from a place of feeling stressed, overwhelmed, tired, not able to focus correctly, or not able to sort of think straight, the communication that comes out could be a little bit wonky, could be a little bit imbalanced when you're a bit imbalanced. So as best you can, try to bring yourself back in. And they're saying even just thinking about being in your heart space or bringing your attention into your body, if you haven't got time to actually do this practice, just bring your attention here and then speaking from there, it's actually going to make quite a bit of difference. So yeah, watch out with your communication on Thursday. So Friday. This is funny because I just heard it's Friday's not taking shit day. So don't take shit on Friday. But that doesn't mean give shit to other people, but it means about you being clear about your boundaries, about you being embodied within your self-worth and your self-esteem, and really not allowing yourself to be pulled out of your groove in any way. So if you start feeling like, that you're almost acting out of character, if you're feeling cramped or you're feeling, tight or tense, and it's around somebody, it could be that their energy is you're feeling overpowered by their energy in some way, or that you're being pulled or you're being taken out of your group. So bring yourself back into your body and actually ask yourself, what would be the highest, most beautiful, benevolent result that I could have, or choice that I could make within this situation, and then actually acting from there. And they're saying too that not taking shit, you can actually do this, and it doesn't need to require a lot of communication. You can do this in very few words, or you can do this about that is not okay, and then walking away doing something else. So getting on to what are we up to? Saturday. So what's Saturday about? So Saturday is actually about working from your power center, from your navel. So don't quote me here, but what I've heard around some of the Chinese philosophies, they talk about your qi being in your navel, and your power center. So this is about coming from that place of feeling clear, feeling grounded, feeling powerful within yourself. Now, by acting from that place of grounded, centered powerfulness within yourself does not mean that you will dominate another person. It's actually the reverse. You'll be so clear and so sorted within yourself that you will actually help model to people that they can actually be in their power too, that they feel comfortable and safe to be able to express themselves in any which way in which they need to at that time. And doing breathing down into your navel area is a really cool exercise, and you can do this if you want to do that breathing and imagine your navel with your chakral system is an orange. So you could use like an orange, you could use like a soft orange if you're going to use it, or a soft red, and just sort of expanding that energy in that area and then breathing it down through your legs. It'll really help to ground you, and you'll feel a lot more strong and clear within yourself, both mentally and physically. Right across the board actually, and getting on to Sunday. So they just said, well, you've worked very hard this week, so let's have Sunday a day off. Let's have Sunday to do whatever you feel is going to be fun, be happy, be in your heart, be loving, all that sort of stuff. So Sunday is a free day to do whatever you feel. And they're saying if you have worked through the steps for each day, the Monday through to the Sunday, by Sunday you'll be feeling a lot more grounded and clear within yourself, and a lot more balanced and open within that state of transition that you may be going through. You may have been going through for a little while, or it may be coming up to you, noticing that that's occurring. There is a lot of transition within the world at the moment, both on an individual level and on more of a global or national level as well. And so remember, the better and the more sorted and centered you can be in yourself, the more that you can help other people. So it's about treating yourself with love and kindness, and then that kindness and love will naturally radiate out from you to other people around you. So yeah, really cool, really nice way to end the weekly reading. So I want to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Wish you lots of love, lots of centering for the week ahead. And if you would like to have a session with me, all my details are down below. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and my website is davidmjohn.com. All my details are there. If you want to call, I'm more than happy to have a consult with you. So have a beautiful week. Lots of love. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye for now.